Any dafties, interpreters for dafties? Hello? CC Barocchi?
CC Barona. I've had to watch 10 hours of Breaking Bad because your show was late last night. Outrageous.
Late? 24 hours late, mate. It's not my fault. Well, it is my fault. It's my shocking, mate. I know I fell asleep. It was shocking. How is Breaking Bad? What's that about anyway? Give us a brief resume. In fact, if the show is finishing, why don't you just tell us the end story? Have you got that far yet? What's it all about?
I'm only halfway through the third series, the 5 series. It's about a guy that drives about in a motor, polluting people's brains. They could have filmed it in Glasgow, really. You're about yourself, Conservative government, 24 hours late. But no, busy, mate. I've been doing a wee bit of Black Ops work there for a good organisation, so it should all come out in the morning.
Black Ops for who?
Oh, well, I was a very worthy cause.
Mary Hill Meals?
No, I was talking to you off air about them. No, tremendous, some really, really good. One of the few positives that's come out today, the response in that, and my phone's been gone.
Yeah, see that, Mary, what's going down? I tried to follow them, and they unfollowed me, or it says I can't, it blocked me from following them. I don't know what's going down there. I was going to go back in, but
I know they've got major issues with the account 2 or 3 times already. Somebody's reported it and it's been closed down for whatever reason, spam issues or whatever. So they started off, Tara, the girl who sort of co-manages it, she was sort of following various fault and had to pull back and sort of things. So I've sort of given them a few tips and how to do that, mate. But I'm not sure it might be right now, sort of thing, I know that their stuff's getting RT'd by the Celtic Research account, so it's following that. It should be up to date, sort of thing, No, it's really, really good. There's a fantastic part of artwork put out today. You've probably seen it with the 2 Campbell's soup cans with all the dates. So there's T-shirts being donated for the people who's going to be collecting the stuff. So that's going to be from 10 o'clock in the morning of the game. So I had a great. Had some really good stuff. Some professional PRs contacted me within the last hour, and she's going to jump on board and help a wee bit and do stuff that's well above my pay grade. But it's not fantastic. But as I said to you after, mate, I know a lot of guys in the chat room will go after not here and stuff. But if you don't like it, go and jump in the Clyde at Dumhammer. But very good friend was doing some PR stuff today in Edinburgh, and the team that play at Ibrox was there. And I knew it was a busy gig she had. And I texted her at 5 o'clock. I said, listen, if there's any chance at all you can get a wee autograph picture or something to get it for the Mary Hill food bank, I says it'd be a mellow bird's all you. And she asked Lee McCulloch and Big McCulloch were in his motor and pulled out a signed strip and went, there you go. No problem at all. So fair play to them, mate, you know what I mean? So hopefully I'll get that this weekend, and that will go straight to the food bank. And it's about everybody, mate. It's Thistle fans, it's Celtic fans, it's people go to Ibrox for a football. It's about everybody getting their run, mate, and trying to get the city speed out, you know what I mean?
Indeed.
So don't get me wrong, I know he's a rascal in the park and whatever, but fair play to him for doing it. And you look at the just to get a wee bit of closure in that. There's going to be more stuff coming out as the week goes on, but hopefully later on, maybe next week or something, I might even try and get Tara on to have a wee chat with you or something, arrange a wee show. She was on Celtic Games last.
I'm just thinking if we could get Jig McCulloch along, if he can donate some of his elbows. If he was to donate 2 of his elbows, we can invite Suarez and Mike Tyson along for a munch. They could come along for a munch into Jig McCulloch's elbows. Raise a fucking fortune.
There's some good stuff getting lined up for it, mate. And obviously there's a wee. I mean, I know
a tin of McCulloch's elbows. Sell that in your orange stingrays. No, it's good of you. Listen, can I just say it's a good gesture. You got to say well done to the boy. We need something Celtic now. So and the wee the wee raffle in the Orange Lodge. Can we get a Celtic jersey to raffle in the Orange Lodge as well, or is that advisable?
If you go near Parkhead, we'll turn to dust. No, there's another thing is, I know Big G was talking about it in Celtic Dreams last week, but there's some boys that wear bucket hats that sit below me, and there's a few wee accounts tonight. It's been RT'd, and everybody that's RT'd, I know there's people in the world, like I contacted Big Davy Mack at Celtic Bars the day, and I said, Davy, look, I know you're at work, and any chance you can get this message out there. And everybody that's RT'd and all the networks, Celtic Network, Hill Media's getting it out there, Paul Larkin, you know, Bailey's boys, everybody's talking out there, mate. It's good to see. And I know at times, even in my own support, they can be a bit decisive. And I mean, there's two things I'd like to bring up tonight that I think we've got to be concrete on. It's the fact that everybody's behind this sort of thing, although they're a tragic sign of society, what it's been reduced to. The fact that everybody's behind it. But as I say, the boys that sit below us, they're looking at maybe there's a group of fans, hopefully, like, closer to Christmas, getting a food bank set up at Celtic Park. So that'll be that's in the off, and I had a couple of text messages earlier.
Some of the Green Brigade are going to set one up, aye?
Well, I think maybe friends of the Green Brigade and a few of the boys and lassies helping it out.
Well, then put me down for whatever needs to be done.
Well, no, what I said is, mate, I mean, you yourself and Jerry and the boys at the podcast provide a fantastic platform. It's just the fact
hold on. I just don't want a PR gig right out of this. I want whatever needs to be done. One of the things, I mean, I would love to do. I mean, I've got a lot of free time now, and I'm jumping about all over the place. But I would love to get involved with other people. I mean, just another couple of people. How much would it take, right? Or what would it take, right, to get a wee van, or somebody get a van, and one of these big guns, and see these noodles, right? One of my mates has got a shop, and see the business he does with noodles. But just to go to a place and just sign it, noodles or soup, and go somewhere and then pass out just some, I don't know. I think we should be doing some more. I mean, we stuff. I mean,
all I was going to say is that I've said to you, I've a couple of text messages of a few respective folk, and what I've said is once sort of plan sort of solid up and what sort of the grow legs sort of thing, and there's more details, obviously, like your good self will provide a platform I can jump on and hold. Or maybe no be me, but obviously there's boys like Deco and all that in Canada the day, you know, text them within 5 minutes. It's the stuff's RT. But I think the unfortunate thing we've got to look at now is what's come out basically tonight. Till today actually, with the documentation released for the upcoming AGM, with our respective piggies at the table are receiving Mr. Ian Bankier, Esquire, £50,000 for turning up at a few meetings. You know, and
how much is the pay of Mr. Lawwell?
Well, the documentation's on there online, and I retweeted it earlier on. Tony Cassidy up there. Peter, including his bonuses, is just under $1 million.
$1 million?
$1 million. Just to kick a ball.
That's 20 grand a week.
Well, he's running the club like a Champions League club, but on the partner, not being run like a Champions League club, etc. So, hopefully, I'd like to see. I've not seen anybody yet. And there was a wee bit of Celtic twist. God bless him. So I think over this other night, boys like Graham Wilson, etc., were RTing it, fighting the fight, and basically. There was quite a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with people defending the club and saying no, but this is that. And actually, I had somebody in Australia basically saying it must be mainstream media spin, and it was actually documentation from the Celtic had sent out to the folk. You know, so I know the Celtic Trust have got. If you are able to vote for the AGM proxy vote and you can't make the actual thing, I know there's documentation. The Celtic have put up an audit guide, as I call it, to run through how to do it. I think it's important. I think the board's playing very dangerous games. That we're looking at our supports. I've never seen the Celtic support so self-aware and get together to back these charitable organisations like the food banks, well, we've got people earning £1 million in the stadium for not kicking a ball.
But listen, it's all interconnected, mate. We've got to do this. We've got there's it's not just about one single issue that Celtic fans are facing. We're on a multiple level. We've got to fight to get justice, because if the club are sitting back and saying, oh, it's all right, everything's all right, no, well, we've got to take it to UEFA. And then on the other level, we've got to address the issues of why the club have been targeting Celtic fans. We've got to address why the issue of Peter Lawwell's earning more than 2 or 3 players. Hold on, Parrot. We've got to address all these issues, and we're more than capable of doing it. But as long as somebody and each and everybody is taking control and organising something that. So who can I just take you back there? You said there the proxy vote. Who's doing the proxy vote? Who's getting the proxy vote all together there? Did you say? Sorry.
Oh no, the Celtic Willie Brown put up like an Audi guide for it, and the Celtic Trust have put up something, and hopefully there'll be something similar put up in the morning as well. I think it's paramount. Listen, you're 100% right, and me and you come on here like the prophets are doing. But there's a lot going on, but I think there's maybe a couple of issues, and you could stand in a Glasgow pub, or you could stand in the Celtic Supporters Association in London Road with 1,000 Celtic fans, and remain to think you could split a room 50-50, saying about the price of the pies or what players were signing. But if the club's not doing its job being socially aware, we're not just a football team, we're more than that. And the problem is the people on the echelons of power and the corridors of power sitting under the statues of great men who got what it was all about. If they're not fit for task, get them at the door. You know?
Right. Especially, hold on. See, especially the money. I mean, for 50,000 for Ian Bankier, probably a millionaire, and then for Peter Lawwell to be taking that figure out, that's a heavy price for a bean counter. I mean, with all due respect, he came as an accountant, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, Mr. Dermot Desmond, do you reckon, is he going to put in an appearance, or he doesn't put in an appearance? Is there any way we can get Dermot Desmond to put in an appearance, or put pressure on someone to get him in?
I think favourites maybe going to come out in the morning with some of the stuff I've been helping out with. I think it's very apparent what's been going to be going on in that situation, mate. But I think it's important that everybody focuses and gets together. And as I say, this isn't about transfer policy. It's not about whatever. There's too much going on, and I'm really clutching to get any positives recently. But you know, where my morale as a Celtic fan was bottom and rock bottom. I'm never saying I'm top of the world.
How are we going to get a hold of Dermot Desmond? He's not coming along to this. How can we get pressure on? How can we put more pressure on the board? Because if it's not, people can't get paid a fair wage, a living wage. They dismiss that. They dismiss the vote. How can we get change at Celtic Park? How can we do that?
I think we have an organisation in place called the Celtic Trust, and they must. I find it quite disappointing the fact that a footballer signs for Celtic from abroad or wherever, and automatically gets 12,000 followers for Celtic fans wanting to know about what sort of Portuguese chicken he had in a Glasgow city centre brazier instead of an organisation like the Celtic Trust, which is still under 10,000 followers. You know, which is, for me, it is the moral compass and what's going on at the club. They're pursuing the nitty-gritty, the wee corners that Celtic don't like, sort of highlighted. You know, and we all know, without naming MD, Celtic have got a very slick PR operation in place where they've got people who deflect and reflect and stop people asking questions, and there's a mindset that maybe sort of lived and breathed in 1950s and 1960s Ireland, where you weren't allowed to slag off the Catholic Church, you know, and you were struck off, and there's still that mindset for me at Celtic Park. We've seen what's happened in Glasgow. If you don't engage and keep a toe and keep very self-aware of what's actually happening at your football club, you can see what happened to a football team that used to play in Glasgow. So I find it quite ironic when there's people gleeing and laughing at, oh yeah, look at the bonuses they paid